Have you ever had a client or an agency all of a sudden stop booking you and you're left thinking, what did I what did I do wrong? Well, here is the truth. It's not about you. It's not always about you. It's about shift in the dynamics, evolving preference, and sometimes even power play. And by this video, by the end of this video, you would know why this happens, how you can reframe it, and how not to allow it to affect your confidence. Hi, I am Nene, and I am a speaker, trainer, coach, and I predominantly work with interpreters and translators, language professionals, and shy but capable individuals navigate those internal challenges that are holding them back so they can confidently step into the role. When it comes to situations like this, where all of a sudden you get those bookings that are just stop and you get the emails with all the cancellations or things like that just happen, what it starts off aligned and then all of a sudden you get misalignment that happens in that situation. Because I had a language user, somebody I interpreted for at the time, and so years ago. And when I first started working with them, it's kind of like an ongoing thing. I started working with them. It was just give me straight to the point, no fluff. I don't want to know what's going on, or just like tell me what the deal is, and this is the situation. Okay, let's go, let's do this. Carried on, relationship was fine. And then all of a sudden, like new colleagues came in. I had coworkers like that would come in from time to time that would, things happen, organization, restructure, like all those things kind of like happen. And with all those things happening, they never sat me back again and said, okay, Nene, this is now how I want my information to be given or how I want things to happen and stuff like that. And before I knew it, I was just phased out, gone. And in that situation, of course, it hurt. You build this great working relationship and things have just been going on and all of a sudden, just like that, preference just changed. Like what they desired and what they want, not because I was bad, just because they wanted something different. Or is there a situation where like people want to show like, the client or the person or the person in authority or the service or user want to show that have this power play, like, like I'm going to control the situation if if they're not getting what they want or if things are not happening. And then what tends to happen then is you then become the scapegoat. And even though one can see it, like, yeah, politics has a play in there, that things change and stuff like that. Of course, it's personal, this feelings. It's like you like thinking, okay, this is like what I'm going to be doing, and all of a sudden it's like gone and situations changes and stuff like that. You then go into spiral of shame or blame or worry and like thinking like what is like me starts happening when really we just get to look at it as data, not your identity. It's just information. The information we're getting is the way of receiving information has changed. The preference has shifted. The way they want stuff has shifted. There might be like some political play in there. There might be like certain things like they would want, like, who knows? There's so much stuff. And what I want us to understand is that every no is a redirection. It is not the end. Because when that happened to me and I was told, like, okay, we don't like, I just received the email with all the cancellation. It was just so brutal and it was so painful and it just hurt. But in that moment of that redirection, it is, if you refine it as um, to then look at it as not defining who we are. That is just what's going on in that situation. It's how things are. We receive the feedback and then reflect on that feedback. Okay, what happened here? What do I like? What's the situation? And then the key thing, as professionals as we are, let's stay the course. Let's stay as professionals. We're not, this is not chitty chat, like whatever, and then it's that like, no, act your part. Re-anchor yourself in who you are, in who you're meant, like what you're here for. Than lashing out and thinking, okay, I'm gonna get one back on them. I'm just gonna like let people like, mm-mm. Be the bigger one here and anchor yourself in this and start rebuilding the reps and start getting the information like, okay, maybe I need to keep checking in and seeing maybe this is what's their preference are. Like how do they see things? Like maybe make sure that some people are like alerted to, okay, this person's now wanting to like take charge here, or this is like the situation, or no, and anchor yourself that, okay, this might be the situation. You might be scapegoated. Doesn't mean that it's about you or it's anything like that. It's just what tends to happen. And we don't have any control over that because they have the say. They're got the buying power, whatever that is. That's just how things roll. That's just how it flows. Having to know that and having to know that it's got nothing to do with your value, your worth, your capability, your standing. It is just, unfortunately, what tends to happen in the industry that we are in. And having that awareness, it's not that it happens all the time, but it does happen. And because of the nature of our solo working, or sometimes like like it's not something that is prevalent or like well highly discussed, but people add the shame and the worry and the thing to it. But when we can then just redefine and rephrase what's going on and understanding and really checking so that next time the booking dries up, all of a sudden the job's cancel. They stop booking you. Even if they don't give you feedback on why it happened or whatever that is, don't spiral. Don't go into, oh, don't see it as proof that you're not good enough or proof that yes, you're not capable or whatever. That's not it. That's not it. See it as proof the dynamic has just shifted. The way they want things has just moved on. It's not about you, it's just how they want to roll. It's what's going on. It has nothing to do with who you are or what you bring to the plate. It's not about your skill. It's not about like how you what you're bringing. Just preference, just dynamics. It's just power play. See as what it is than taking it personal to then affect who you're being because it has nothing to do with that. I really want us to really understand that and help us moving forward so that when it does come, just, oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. I know who I am. I know what I bring. I know how I stand in an anchored way, not in a like, oh, but no, it's just really aligned and centered and understanding that sometimes we start off as we're cool and then we just evolve, we change. That's what we like and things that are going on just happen to just evolve and become something different and preferences just change and it's okay. It's life. And knowing that we're doing life and knowing that behind the facade of the profession, we're human, and understanding that can just help you move on. So in the comment section, I would love for you to just share. Have you ever been scapegoated or phased out? What was that like for you? How did you handle it? What was the thing that showed up, or how did it help you to move on? Let's share up so that we can support and help people really anchored in themselves, in their ability as they move on. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button so that you can know when for more confidence building strategy that can really help you as interpreters and translators in the field, anchoring yourself to know that you're capable, that you're loved, you've got this, and whatever this is, just know that it will pass. And we already have tools that can help you anchor in those feelings to then become more empowering ones that can support you moving forward. Till next time, remember, awareness plus repetition equals new identity.